Guess what, guys? This video's got a sponsor. Now, why is that good for us? Because sponsors bring cash to the table. Cash to the table means I can make even more cool stuff for you. Today's video is obviously sponsored by API. Now, usually with product placement, you've got to sell the items. I don't need to sell this stuff to you. API have been around for a long time, and you guys know how awesome all their stuff is. Throughout the video, I'm going to be using various products, and stick around because I'm going to give you the chance to win one of all of the things you see in front of me here. So, as many of you know, I've just come back from a holiday. I've been away for quite a few days, so we need to do big water changes on these new setups. When you've got new setups, big water changes are needed for the first few weeks or so anyway, just to make sure that everything's getting in its balance. You know, the plants aren't fully settled in at that point, so you're still going to get like bits of algae and whatnot. So remove that water, big chunks of it, as often as you can. So a quick tip for you guys, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. I might have to switch to manual focus. Hopefully this works. No, not that way, this way. On the glass, I'm not sure if I'm picking, there we go, that should be picking it up all around this sort of area. There's these green spots all over the place. Now they're really hard to actually wipe off. You can't wipe them off. You have to sort of scrape them off or use something abrasive. Now for that, I've got just the tool. I got this from Amazon, which is basically just a razor blade, just clipped in, but it's on a stick and it looks nice, so that works a treat. Just getting down there, it doesn't scratch the glass at all either, because obviously it's perfectly flat, and so is the glass. Right, so our tank is filling back up with water, and that is when some of these products can really come into their own. So we've got the Stress Coat Plus, which actually makes the tap water safe, removes the chlorine, the chloramine, and detoxifies heavy metals, protects the fish with some aloe vera as well, and it reduces fish stress and all that thing. Well, we've just done a massive, what's that, 40% water change? There's a lot of water going back in, so we can use that. And also we've got the Stress Zyme. Now this keeps the aquarium clean and it puts live bacteria back in that consumes sludge. I've never used anything like this, but you know, that's good. That's good, isn't it? So what I've done there is add the Stress Coat Plus directly to where the water is coming in, and then that should sort of push it all round. It'll, you know, it'll just make the water all clean and good straight away as it's coming in. Many people ask me how I can get away with having it straight from the tap and then into the tank, and that's because you add the conditioner for your water straight away as soon as it's going in, and it sort of goes around all together there, and there'll be no harm done to the fish. Click subscribe. That's the full water change done, and all the water's been purified. So now's the time for us to add in this Stress Zyme Plus. Now, I've not used this before, but when you think about it, logically, live bacteria that eats the sludge, goes into your filter, cleans everything. I mean, it sounds promising, so hopefully we get some really, really good results out of this. Remember, all the stuff I'm showing you guys is available to win coming up near the end of the video, so stick around for that. But now I'm going to put some of the Stress Zyme Plus into the Asian aquarium, and I've also done a water change on the new mini pond, and I'm going to put some in there as well. So that's all now looking mighty fine again, but you might have noticed that we're missing something in the studio. Timmy! Timmy! At the moment he's in my old studio. I miss him, let's bring him over. So here is Timmy's enclosure. Oh, zoom out. Timmy's enclosure. We've got a nice big UV bowl. We've got a normal sort of LED lamp for the plants. Look at how amazing they've all grown in. Looking fantastic. Some have flopped over. I'm going to give them a trim. They're actually like really... Oh, I've just pulled the filter out. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Filter back in. Yeah, so they're all alive and well, but obviously the weight of them has just sort of flopped over. Some are looking good. I might give them a good bit of a trim back. Look at this rotala. Isn't that insane? So that is what it looks like immersed. I'm really struggling with this lighting. So that is what the plant looks like immersed, as in growing out of the water. And you come underneath the water, look at that. So red, and it looks fantastic. Anyway, where's Timmy? Timmy is currently hiding down the back. Can we see him? Timmy, you were there just 2 seconds ago. So here is Timmy, guys, just huddling away. He's just hiding in there at the moment. Timmy, you gonna come out? You see? think you guys can see. Here he is. Hello, Timmy. So yeah, there's Timmy. He's just stirred up the whole thing. He thinks I'm going to feed him. I'm not going to feed him because I'm about to drain the water and everything. I'll feed him in his new place. So yeah, I need to take all of the water, well, the majority of the water out of this, wrap the bubble wrap around it, and also I need to take out Timmy's friend. Look, this is the guppy that I put in there accidentally about 3 months ago now. And he's still doing very well. Yeah, he was just a baby at the time when I put him in, but now all coloured up and looks absolutely fantastic. I can't remember his name. Gary the guppy? No. Eddie the Endler. So yeah, look, musk turtles don't need loads of swim room, but this is now getting a bit too small for Timmy, so I'm going to upgrade him to this tank, which I've very recently just cleared out. Just needs to have the rest of the water and we can move it across, and I'm going to make it a really cool sort of waterfall aquarium, big open front for Timmy to swim around. Basically it's a massive size gain for him. Increasing tank size is what I meant to say. Yeah, sorry about the reflections, but you get the idea. 80 centimetre tank, loads of room, no room for escaping, build up the background, waterfall come, yeah, it's going to look awesome. So I've turned the background that I had up against the back wall there, turned it upside down so that it's the back end to protect it, obviously. I put the tank on top of that so the weight's distributed nicely and it's not all on the glass, because it's only thin glass, look. There's a fair bit of weight there, so hopefully this should be absolutely fine. Now I can pick the board up and not the glass, and then just put it in the back of the car. We've got Eddie the Endler and Timmy the Turtle riding shotgun. So the journey's only a few minutes around the corner, so shallow little bit of water for Timmy. Eddie's got a little bit more. And then they can go to their new home. Well, new location of their new home. Right guys, so it's now time to put Timmy into his home, and here is Timmy, the man himself. Come here, little fella. Pick him up by his shell gently. He'll try and kick and then he should go inside. There you go, see, inside, all good. So there's doing well as well. I checked before I put him in that the temperatures match with my thermometer and they're all good. So yeah, looking great, really like that. It's warmer in here than my actual studio for these guys now that it's getting cooler weather. So temperatures are all good. Heat lamp / UVB lamp there. Yeah, we're all good. Timmy's favourite basking spot at the moment is either that little spot that you can see there, or he goes on this corner here. It seems to just really like that area to perch on, or he likes to hide when he's not basking in the corner. So that's like his sleeping home. He feels safe there, obviously. Basking spot, and then the whole UVB lamp is right there, which is absolutely perfect. So obviously we've just done 100% water change on this whole thing, which means we've pulled out an absolute ton of nutrients, not just from the soil, but from the water column, everywhere. And I actually want this lush growth to continue, so we need to put some nutrients back in. So for the water column, we can use this leaf zone. So this promotes aquarium plant growth, contains iron, potassium for lush, colourful leaves. It's a fertiliser, you know how it works. You put it in the right dosage for the right amount of water. But then for the soil section, remember we've got loads of immersed plants here which use up a ton of nutrients. They grow faster than aquatic plants because they're exposed to CO2 in the atmosphere. So we need to put more nutrients back in that soil that would have been drained out with the water. There'll still obviously be some there, but let's boost it up again. For that we can use the API root tabs. Now everyone knows what root tabs does. Well, I hope you do anyway. If you don't, basically it's little pockets of nutrients that you can just push into the soil, then the roots can sort of find it and just keep growing really, really well. I set up the mini pond aquarium behind me about 2 weeks ago now. It's done really well. There was a little bit of an algae bloom, normal for a new setup, so I added in some cleaner fish. Now they've done a great job, but there's still a little bit remaining. Let's give it a little boost. So we've got the API CO2 booster. Basically the way it's going to work is it's going to take algae off of the leaves, meaning that they can absorb CO2 a lot better. So even if you don't add CO2 injection to your tank, there are still background levels of CO2 in your water. This stuff is going to keep the plants healthy, keep the algae off the leaves, and allow those leaves to absorb the CO2 that is found in your water. One thing though, don't overdose this stuff because it can actually melt your plant. So always stick to what it says on the tin, not the tin, the bottle. Yeah, do what it says. Right, so I've just stirred a whole lot of waste into the water column. I just wanted to shift around all of that gunk you saw on the sand bed there, just to get it sort of go into the filters and get taken out. But what I can do to get rid of all that sort of murkiness that's now appeared, is sort of dusting everywhere, is use some of, boom, API, oh sorry fish, API AquaClear. This stuff's brilliant, watch this. Look at that. What is this wizardry? Just like that. Super clear. Love that product. API AquaClear. Never actually used anything like that before. I've normally just been like patient and waited, and sometimes it can take days, can't it? It could, like a new setup, it could take days for the first dusting to clear. I don't often wash my sand, you see. But that just clears it straight away. Awesome. So if you guys would like the chance to win one of everything you see behind me, you need to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this post. You need to comment win in the comment section below, obviously. A winner will be picked up random at a future date. I'll announce it all. And this competition is open to anywhere in the world. I'm just gonna swallow the postage cost, that's fine. My gift to you, as well as the win, obviously. And yeah, get commenting, sharing, liking, subscribing. So my discus tank you can see behind me has been set up for over a week now. Now in new setups it is important to test the water regularly. Parameters can swing quite quickly, and for that we can use, oh where have I put it? The API Freshwater Master Test Kit. Right, so here is what we have to be able to test. We have the pH, high range pH, ammonia, nitrate and nitrite. I read those backwards, but it doesn't matter. Nitrite, nitrate. These are all the things you need to make sure that your fish are safe. Right, next up, 3 drops of the pH solution. And our result is showing us, to me, that we're around about the 7, 7.2, any at the 6.8, that sort of range. You know, how exact do you really need to be? But yeah. But now let's quickly test for some ammonia as well. So for the ammonia testing, we've got 2 solutions there, 1 and 2. We need 8 drops of each, and then we need to let it stand for 5 minutes and it give us our colour. So I actually done 2 tests. This side is tap water, this side is my tank. You can see there is absolutely no ammonia at all, which is awesome, and you would expect that because the filters have been set up for 5 months. That I've got 2 filters running this, and that is why this tank is looking perfect. So a massive thank you to API for sponsoring the video and also giving us extra products so I can do the giveaway for you guys to win. Again, don't forget to leave the comment win below, subscribe, like and all that jazz, and I'll see you on the next one.